We are from one organization called Legal Defense and Assistance Projects. These are my colleagues. Do you know what is NGO? You know NGO? Yes. Non-governmental organization, right? Yes. I work with one organization called Legal Defense and Assistance Project. It's an NGO that is working toward, an NGO that is a group of lawyers and law professionals that work toward promotion and protection of human rights. We are here for the purpose of giving you information or awareness on what is human rights, what is fundamental human rights under our own constitution, what is sexual right and what is sexual reproductive right. Then how to take actions if there is any violations or abuse by anyone, no matter how close that person is to you. How to report to the appropriate authorities. After that, the most important thing is we have selected you from different classes so that you can go back to your classes and pass the information to your classmates. You have privilege to be here because they could have selected other girls, not you, right? But they have selected you because they know your teachers, they believe you can pass the information. Right what? Right to life. Right to dignity. Right freedom of movement. Right to education. Right to fair hearing. Right to peaceful assembly and association. Personal liberty. Dignity in human person. You know all these things. Under a fundamental human right in the Constitution, Chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution talked about you and me as an individual. Under the Constitution from Section 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 89, 40, 41, 42, and Section 18 of Chapter 2 of the Constitution talked about fundamental human rights. Started from right to life under Section 33, right to person, dignity in human person, right to freedom of movement, personal liberty, fair hearing, freedom of assembly, freedom of association, right to free from all forms of discrimination. Then it says, talked about right to have your right of religion, choose your religion, believe in it and practice it. And then it talks about right to own immovable property. Then it talks about right to education. Like you all know what is right to life. You have a right to life, co? Nobody has a power to cut your life to be short.
What do you mean by sexual health rights? It's a right that governs your sexuality and your sexual health. What do we mean by sexuality? You as a female, you as a girl child, that is sexuality, female, your sex. Then health, sexual health. What do you mean? Health issues concerning your honor of your body, control and ownership over your body as a girl child, as a female child. That is what we mean by sexual health right. And under this right, we have 16 rights under sexual health rights. So we're going to take them one by one. Are we getting it? Yes. Am I communicating? Yes. Good. So the first one is the right to equality and non-discrimination. What do we mean by equality? Equal. You are not lesser, same, yes. You are not lesser than the boy child. You are equal in the eyes of the law. You have a right to go to school. You have a right to eat at home, just like the boy child. You have a right to play, just like the boy child. You understand? You have a right to make decisions at home. Maybe now you're the first one, and they are always harassing. What do you mean by? What I meant by sexual harassment is like maybe touching your breast, or asking you to open your buttons, or just if you're passing like this, or no, sorry my dear, that is sexual harassment.
In a situation that you want to do it, as in, for example, if you are a married woman and your husband is giving you the contraception pills, or he takes you to the hospital to sterilize yourself, they must seek your own consent. He will not do it alone because he's the man of the house. You have to decide both of you. Status, both of you. And the genital, there is one harmful traditional practice that they used to do. Maybe here in Mubi is not common. But in Maiduguri, Michika, Shua, Arab, or Sokoto, there used to be the female genital mutilation. They will cut your gluteus kaciyar mata. An fahimta? Kaciyar mata.
Confiding your trusted friend or family member can be the first step to know the crime. To know that someone is violating you or someone is abusing you. 2. Non-governmental organizations. These are the organizations that are independent to government. They are always available to provide help where it is needed. These organizations, they have access and means and connection to address human rights violations.
My question is that you said about human rights and you also say right to life. Now, when we formed a situation with my friends, I wanted to kill some friends and one of our friends refused. When she died, when they take us to the court, do we have the right to self-defense?
You don't. Why will you say you want to kill somebody? And then, of course, if you kill somebody, your punishment is death as well. But that's why we have investigators in police stations. It's their duty to investigate and find out who killed that person. If you are guilty, if misali da hannunki aka kashe mutum, then you are good to go as well. But if the investigation proves that you are not guilty, it's just by saying. Sometimes people used to fight among themselves, say na kashe because of anger, and then the other person go and die naturally, and then they accuse you of killing that person. That's the duty of the prosecutors to investigate, and that's our job as well as lawyers to go and find out did you really commit that particular offense. If it is yes, then one day kisa ya akashe shishima, that's the punishment. If you kill somebody, you have to be killed as well. If not, you are free to go. You cannot even apply for self-defense here.
Why is it that some parents are not allowing female to be in schools?
What is it? Helen, what is impossible? You cannot force your father to take you to school, but you have a right to education.
Human rights say that you have right to reproductive or to reproduce. And why is it that the government allowed people to be taking family plan?
My question is that, like your colleague said, family plan. What is the advantage and disadvantage of family plan?
That's why we say you go to hospital and seek information before doing anything.
We are all female in our family, and my father has died, and the brothers of my father inherit his properties. They refuse to give us. Where can we go to fight for our rights?
This one of the places is what? Have a discussion with your elders first within the family. They are the one who violated your rights. Go to the law enforcement agencies. Go to NGOs that are working on inheritance. A lot of NGOs have a specification.
Reproductive rights. She talked about right to force sterilization and conception pills.
Contraception pills, yes.
Contraception pills. I want to know what is sterilization.
Your name?
Favor and Ezekiel.
Favor. Favor. Favor who?
And Ezekiel.
And Ezekiel. Favor, what we mean by sterilization is like if you grown up now and you kick a aure, then your husband decided that to go and take you to hospital without your consent. You don't even know what is happening. He takes you to the hospital and pay the doctors money that they want to do sterilization on you, that maybe ki daina haihuwa completely, son shi baya san yara. Kina jin Hausa? Baya so ki haihu, kawo miki magani every sexual activity with you. Sai zo ko ce gashi ki sha ga ruwa ma yanzu ina tsaye ki sha, just drink it. Ke kuma ki ta karba kina ta sha. You don't know what was that, what contraception is that. Aikin shi me yasa yake bani baki sani ba. The law says you are free from force of sterilization and contraception. Without your consent, Bab one day say stopping thinking. Bab they say baki drugs for contraception. Bab one day is kuma make sterilization.